Alright, tonight we're going to make the Frontier Eclipse. It's a delicious cocktail inspired by Bulleit Rye whiskey. Speaking of inspiration, Bulleit Rye just happens to be the best-selling rye whiskey in the world, and it was inspired by bartenders, for bartenders. It just happens to be loved by the masses. So, let's get started. We're going to start off with 2 ounces of that delicious whiskey. After that, you're going to find the best cherry liqueur you can find. I'm sure you can find some at your local store. Once you do that, pour a ½ ounce of it into your mix. Then try to find some fresh strawberries, fresh lemon juice. You can muddle that all together with some 100% blue agave. Try to get raw. I don't like to dilute the cocktail too much, so we're already stirring it or shaking it, whichever you prefer. When you do, you can mix that together and make a syrup, or you can muddle it whenever you're making your cocktail. Once you do all that, go ahead and use a ½ ounce of that as well. Then add a little bit of bitters to that. I chose black walnut bitters. It tends to complement the cocktail a little better than some others that I've tried. It's about 4 drops of that. And then stir. That nice and stirred, chilled. How you guys doing that? Doing good? Enjoying yourselves? Alright. Once we do that, we're going to come over here and we are going to use some new innovative stuff to our craft cocktail industry. So this is a cold smoker. We're going to get this nice and lit up. I chose applewood smoke, which also complements our cocktail as well. That nice and smoky. Alright. Got that nice and filled in there. Take that tube out. Add our ice to our whiskey glass. Pour our cocktail and smoke. There we go. Got that in there. Gonna cap that off. Give it a nice little shake. Once you do that, should infuse a little bit of that smoke. You can't do too much, so try to be careful when you're doing that. You can over smoke it. Make for a campfire style cocktail. If that's what you're into. I'm sure you'll love it. There we go. You pour that over there. Now, part of what inspired half of this cocktail's name was the Frontier whiskey, which is where we get the Frontier. And then I started looking at it and noticed like a moon out of the ice cube. So I said, why not add a lemon wheel and it'll look like an eclipse. And then what originally started off as my original garnish was a whole star anise. We're going to add that to that, and it actually balances out the smoke and makes for a delicious presentation. There we go, folks. Frontier Eclipse. Enjoy.